there have not been many bikes in my life. The last bicycle I still drive is from 2005. In recent years, I gave a completely new look to build a bicycle that's comfortable to tour. Since I have biking experience, I can freely ride 150 to 180 kilometers a day with heavy equipment. But it can be exhausting, especially when you ride against the wind, which is very nasty experience. I didn't know anything about electrical bikes. It wasn't interesting to me because I got the impression that electrical bikes could only do 10 to 20 kilometers, and that's all. I could classify myself as an electrical bicycle hater. What changed my mind that I started to build my own electric bicycle? I saw a news story about a Guinness World Record. 370 kilometers with one charge. I began to investigate how this is possible. In fact, this distance is quite easy to achieve. A great powerful battery, low speed, windless weather. One thing led to another, and finally I was so enthusiastic that I turned my tour bike into an electric one. In 4 months I drove over 6,000 kilometers, and one day I set my personal record, 320 kilometers in 40 hours. It was very positive experience. I want to repeat it in the future, maybe even longer distances. My trekking bike is rigid. There's no suspension when driving fast, even on a smooth road. Even the smallest bumps rocks me unpleasantly. The idea was to build an electric bicycle with a very strong frame, awesome suspension, comfortable for longer rides. I searched for a couple of candidates on the internet and decided to use Enduro e-bike frame. It's affordable, spacious, and looks beautiful. I used EnduroEbike.com, which sells parts as well as frames. Factory prices, customs and transport costs are the expensive part. There are no manuals for this Enduro frame. I had to put together all the information myself by searching YouTube and forums. I finally got the frame. No documents or instruction were included. Personally, I would like to have a thank you letter or something that brightens your day. It does come with a credit card size certificate. It is possible to buy a battery box separately for the frame. They come in two sizes. I got the biggest. The battery box weighs about 2.7 kilos and the frame itself is 11 kilo. Here's a comparison side by side with my old bike. I was quite excited to start building, but it didn't go as fast as I hoped. It took an entire month to research parts and write them back and forth with EnduroEbike.com customer support. At the moment, their homepage leaves something to be desired. The selection is poor, but they have extensive storehouse stock that is not listed. That's because they assemble electric bikes themselves too. I ended up ordering most of the parts from them, and small ones like wires, plugs, lights, and so on from AliExpress. From AliExpress I made some 30 purchases, all staying between 1 to 40 euros. The main parts came in 3 packages. Like anyone else, I like opening packages and seeing what's inside. So exciting. Rims are semi-fat with crazy pop tire. Looks great. Motor is 3000 watts. Controller 50 amps with Bluetooth programmable support. Front suspension RockShox domain. Rear suspension DNM MM layer. Tektro e-brakes. The front suspension I use is around $400 to $500, and I couldn't find it on eBay or anywhere else beside EnduroEbike.com. Originally, another cheap $100 suspension was in the running also. The third option was the TNM front suspension, but it has no spare parts available anywhere. The controller looks very big. Now there is an issue where to put it. Unfortunately, the controller does not have cycle analyzed plug, which is big disappointment, even though the plug is there, which means I have to use external shunt, and that means a lot of redesigning and many cables for me. The goal is to build an enduro touring e-bike with all kind of gadgets such as headlight, turn signal, brake light, rugged slack, anti-alarm, pellicle, suitcase for other battery, mode guards, mode flappers, pedal assist system, kickstand, and most importantly a large 52 volt battery and around 60 amps. Maximum speed 50 kilometers per hour. I want to build an electric bicycle that can take me 100 to 200 kilometers a day. The system can also support a 72 volt battery, which means 70 kilometers per hour. Since I mainly use eco mode anyway, I can't justify this splurge, and moreover, it is illegal. I can think of more ideal time to dedicate to this project and more boring winter's evening and weekends ahead. I'll try to film everything as I go and explain what I'm doing.